Hey guys, Universal here, and the love update just dropped. And after I literally helped spend 12 hours balancing every fruit that I could in this update, we have a huge balance log. But first off, I'm showing you guys the new codes. We have positivity, we have Valentine's 2024, and we have spread love. I'm gonna put these all down in the comments. I'm gonna pin the comment. Don't worry about that. I got all the new codes for you guys. This is just a list of things that they fixed in the recent patch, so you don't really have to worry about any of this. Now we're gonna look at the list of balance changes, and it's a pretty long list, man. It's a pretty long list. It did spend 12 hours on getting like every fruit to as close to like as fair as possible, while still keeping like the fruits of like mythical, obviously like still a little bit better than the ones below it, but still if you're better than them with the lower fruits, you'll be able to beat them. But anyways, let's go ahead and start it off. First off, we have darkness. Dark Hall stun has been finally fixed. They can't block in the middle of it, so you know your dark combos are actually going to start going wild now. Obviously, if your opponent still knows how to block your Kurozu combo starter, they're still pretty screwed. So at the end of the day, you know, Dark's still it's alright. Phoenix mode drain has been nerfed by 20%, which means Phoenix mode lasts by 20% more. Insane. Hawk Rush stun buff significantly. Insane. Hawk Rush cooldown increased significantly. They did this because Hawk Rush is now faster than base Phoenix movement speed. And if you've seen current Phoenix base movement speed, it is literally the Flash. So, you know, insane. Then we have jump height. It was only buffed by 20%, but you know, Zach said 50%. He probably just didn't feel like changing it. And Fuji Azami damage was nerfed slightly. I told him to do that because Phoenix was kind of crazy. Magma V1, major eruption now guard breaks, which is the one skill, because Magma V1 really had no way of applying pressure and actually forcing you to unblock without like Hellhound, and so many fruits had counters to Hellhound. So now you can actually apply some pressure from afar away. Magma V2, Magma Floor damage nerfed slightly. Magma V2's combo was doing around like 700, 800 damage, so it just got a slight nerf. But overall, Magma V2 is extremely still really strong legendary fruit. Flame finally got some love. We got Fire Fist startup reduced. Flame Pillar now has iframes, and Flame Pillar cooldown increased by 6 seconds because of said iframes. And Inkai is now unblockable. All really good things. Doe, oh my, I'm glad with these Doe changes, bro. Doe, the horizontal knockback of buzz cut has been increased. That way, like people can like get flung more to the side, so people can't snipe them with grilled Doe afterwards. They put a cooldown on grilled Doe after buzz cut to prevent people from sniping, and now you can't even combo off of it with Lotus, so Doe's more balanced now. Also, anemone damage was slightly nerfed, but in exchange you also get more range, so now you can actually apply pressure to people with more than just one move with Doe, which makes it insane. Then we have Gear 5, Dawn Rocket range buffed, and D-transform mid-combo was patched, so how people D-transform mid-combo, and then they would just do like a one-shot combo. They also not only did that, but they also nerfed some of the damage of some of the moves, especially the ult Bajron gun. Next up, we have Falcon. Falcon flying talon speed boosted by 50%, so you are soaring when you're using flying talon now with Falcon. Lightning Palm being blockable mid-move is fixed. It's actually fixed now, so, you know, Lightning Palm was really good. Raigo got travel speed buff and startup speed buff. Raigo is insane now. And not only that, it got damage nerfed because, of course, like, it was doing like 375 before, bro. It can't be doing 375 and be faster. That's just, you can't get the best of both worlds. Screech now has actual stun with Dragon V1, which is extremely good. Oh my god, I used to pray for times like this. Oh wait, it's out of screen. My fault, guys. I can't really like see, like I didn't have my OBS on a different screen, so I couldn't see what you guys could see. Anyways, I used to pray for times like this with Dragon V1 right here. You get Screech and Transformation. It actually has stun. Obviously, it was damage nerfed a little bit because it's a true combo. And Inferno Breath and Transformation stun was buffed, so you don't get punished as hard. Barrier actually got nerfed a little bit because, you know, people would just hold you inside of barriers, and it was annoying as hell. They had to get rid of that because it was just dumb. Paw pressure cannon range buffed, so it's like jet pistol now in terms of like range, and torture is now aimable in all directions. It does not block bypass or like guard break, but you can actually use torture to apply pressure and force your opponent to block now. And Ursus shock charge time reduced by 25%, and that ult is actually really good and travels pretty fast, so it's a really good buff for Ursus shock. Next up, we have bomb howitzer impact damage buff significantly. It went from 36 to 155. Yeah, that's a pretty good buff. Gravity, great meteor falling speed increased significantly. Great meteor now it does not give the user iframes. That's a lot. That's on the nerfs, I mean the balances, but that's a lot. It doesn't give iframes. Great meteor Now charge time now reduced by a second. That's true. Great Meteor now stuns all the players. So that little like circle you usually hold when you do Great Meteor, it now stuns a player if they're right there, and it'll stun them to right before the meteor hits the ground. So if you have like an iframe skill, you can spam that right before the meteor hits the ground and you won't take damage. But other than that, you're gonna get hit by the meteor. Launch vertical hitbox is also buffed on gravity. Leopard after image combo damage nerfed slightly, spiral kick damage nerfed, and fix in lag on M1s because, you know, Leopard had some crazy ridiculous combos. They also nerfed the damage on Claw Barrage, but in exchange they gave Rokugun more damage, but he didn't put that on there because there was a character limit, guys, and he far exceeded the character limit. Light mirror kick now travels 50% further. Mirror kick travels animation buffed by 2 times speed, and mirror kick cooldown increased by 4 seconds because, you know, you can't buff mirror kick all like by that much and not give it a higher cooldown. King Kong gun now has iframes. King Kong gun vertical hitbox buff, so you can't just jump over it now. And Culverin now ragdolls. And he also forgot to mention that King Kong Gatling also stuns now, which makes it insane. You can go from the Gatling straight into the Culverin and it's true combo. It's goated. Dragon Twister hitbox is now true to size. It got nerfed. Dragon Twister is now blockable unless Flaming Torch is on in mode. So Dragon V2 got some good nerfs, and Beast Bellow prevents combo extension. So if you use that tech where you jump above somebody with Beast Bellow, no longer works. Your combo's gutted. Learn a new one, buddy. And then we have Soul. Oh my god, it caught some fat nerfs. Crimson Pillar startup time increase. Scorching Sickle is now unblockable. Mazer Cannon knockback increase. Mazer Cannon no longer combo extendable because it's an ult. It doesn't really need to combo extend, especially considering how broken Soul is. Crimson Pillar's damage was buffed in exchange for making it blockable. Scorching Sickle's damage was buffed because, you know, you just got to give it a few buffs because of the fact that we're nerfing Soul overall. Zeus Meadow's stun was nerfed slightly, so you can't really true combo as well. And they also nerfed the range of Enthrall Grasp. He didn't put that on there. And there's actually in lag to when your opponent blocks Enthrall Grasp now. So let's say your opponent uses Enthrall Grasp and you block it, they're gonna like not be able to spam a move for like 3 or 4 seconds, and you can punish them. So it's goated. Hey, we Soul K around here. Smoke, whiteout now aimable in all directions. White blow hitbox buffed, and firework is now unblockable. There's some slight buffs for smoke, It doesn't make it broken, but it makes it pretty good. We got sand. Spotted now stuns players caught in it at the sand eruption part, so it's basically like Venom Geyser in a way, but it's still pretty it's still pretty chill. It's not like crazy broken. Sand eruption part damage reduced by 30% in exchange for the fact that it stuns, and sand eruption is now unblockable. So, you know, crazy. Gas, suffocation travel speed buffed by 50%, combustive gas travel speed buffed by 50%, combustive gas now guard breaks, combustive gas cooldown increased by 4 seconds, blue sword hitbox buff, blue sword cooldown increased by 2 seconds, blue sword exp gain buff because, you know, you're increasing the cooldown, it needs an exp buff, and added short stun at the start of relaxing gas. He also added more wind up to combustive gas to stop a one-shot true combo. String, reduced startup time for String Knight and overheat whip stun. Nico, I know you were asking me for this, so hey man, I looked out for you with the string buffs. We have String Knight range significantly buffed. The clone no longer teleports back when out of range. It's so good because I got mad at like the clone just like teleporting back when your opponent just ran away enough. Quake got a small buff. Fist hitbox got buffed significantly because Fist was like terrible on Quake for some reason. Ice V2 absolute 0 damage buff, Ice Skate damage buff, Piercing Glacier cooldown increased, and Piercing Glacier EXP gain buffed. He also, I think he did something to the 2 skill of Ice V2, like more like in lag on it because of a 1000 damage combo Ice V2 had, but I don't know if he actually did it. And then Bomb Howitzer Impact is now unblockable. It was always unblockable, but he put Bomb on here twice for some reason. W, you love to see it. Venom Geyser travel time nerfed. Fix the in lag on the M1s. Toxic Hydra range significantly buffed for the base because like you could just run out of the range of it so easily. And Ope significantly buffed room max size charge time. It's 2 times faster to charge a room. It takes 2 seconds to get the full room size now. Counter Shock is now blockable. which is your grab move, but at the same time, think about how you can literally charge a fully sized room in 2 seconds. And he also fixed Mess's lingering hitbox and the fact that you could use it 3 times. But anyways, guys, that is all the balance changes that I worked for 12 hours on. I'm not gonna lie. Unfortunately, I didn't get to fully balance everything about everyone's favorite fruits. Tell me what balance changes you would have liked to have seen that I missed out on. And, you know, hopefully in the next testing period, I can make it up to you and I can get those hit on. But anyways, we're gonna see how these balances deal with the current fruit battlegrounds like meta. We're gonna see if all these fruits became a lot more balanced and can compete with each other. But anyways, guys, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next one. Peace.